Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we are going to see how to create user registration and login in Django. So let's get started. So this is our code and the previous output which we had seen. So we had performed the CRUD operation for blog, edit, update, delete, everything. So now we are going to see how to make user registration here. Okay, so let's get started. Django gives a user creation form by default. It has everything. So let us use it. So I'll give from Django dot contrib dot auth dot forms import user creation form. Okay, so you have user creation form. So now let us add it here itself. So we'll give a function called register page. Okay, so don't keep login and register or logout as a function name because that has some inbuilt meaning. That's a keyword, so you're not allowed to use that as a function name or a variable. So here at this register page we are going to return render. Okay, render with the request and the template. So you have to create a template first. So inside accounts, create new file called register.html. okay, so here just give accounts slash register.html and with the context which will create now. Okay, just copy and paste it here. So first we'll create a form variable here. So what you have to do here is you have to call the user creation form over here, user creation form, and don't forget this brackets, and in the context just give the form colon form. Okay, so now we'll create a URL for this and call it path register and views dot copy the function name, that is register page, and the name. The name will give us register. That's equal to missing here. Okay, so now what we are going to do is first let us go to the navbar. Where is the navbar? And here we'll just add login and register. Okay, so let us call this as login, just copy and paste the same thing for the register, call it register, and in the href give URL with register. Okay, so we'll see how to register now. So you have created register. So let us check the output now. Go reload and you can see register button is here. So click on register and this shows some error. So let us see that one was given. Okay, so we haven't passed the request here. Just go request and now let us reload the page. Oops, we have created the register page but we haven't put anything inside this. So what we'll do is just copy the design from the edit.html and just paste that same thing here, and we need the same thing, almost everything is required. So we'll just instead of update we'll change the button name to register. This is just a bootstrap design. The Python code here, the Django code which we say is just this much, and your CSRF token here. And this is very important guys, method is always has to be post when you are submitting data. So here I'll just add one card header here and we'll add a message here called we'll say register user. Okay, so now let us check. We'll go and reload the page. So you can see you got your register user. So I just misspelled register here. Register. This is a default registration page which Django provides, and we will be creating a custom registration page where we will be registering the users from that page. So first let us register using this page. So we'll start writing the code for that. So in the views file we had created this. So here we have to check if request dot method is equal to post. If the request method is post, we are going to take the data from there. So we'll be writing user creation form and take the request dot post and then what we are going to do is we'll be checking the form. So if form dot is valid, okay, so we are going to save the data. Form dot save, and we'll pass the message here, messages dot success with the request here and registered successfully. Okay, so after setting the message we will redirect it to the blogs page again. So redirect, before redirect you have to put return here, return redirect to blogs. Okay, so now let us check. We'll go and reload the page. So username, I'll give home, password, it has to be at least 8 characters. Okay, so I'll give a simple password here. So you can see username already exists and the password is too common and entirely numeric, so you have to make a strong password. So here I'll just add full name Prakash and password and give a password which is alphabet plus numeric, both are there in the password. So now user registered successfully. Okay, so now let us do the login. So login we haven't created yet, so let us create the URL first for the login. New login, and the name also will be login here. So copy this function name and go to your views.py file, and here just create a function with the name login page and throw in the request. Here we are going to return render and first throw the request and the template name, that is accounts/login.html. so we will create a template here inside accounts, new file with the name login.html. okay, so here just copy the code from any of the file, so get the design and paste it here. So remove this form as p, as we are not passing anything from there, so we have to create a design here. So we'll use get bootstrap for the login form design. Go to getbootstrap.com and docs search form here. So this is good, copy and paste it here. Okay, so paste. So we can remove this form as we have already created this form over here top, and remove this also. We'll rename the button to login. Okay, login button type has to be submit. These classes are for just for the design. Okay, so here instead of email address we are taking the username. Okay, so username and remove this text, input type equal to text, and just give a name to that input tag saying username, and the password I give name equals password. Okay, and now let us check the design. So we'll give to, so we'll add it in the navbar first, so it will be easy to access every time. Navbar, and in this login just remove this and URL login, and reload this, go to login.html. okay, so you can see user. So first we'll write here login form so it doesn't confuse. So here card body, paste here and change this to card header and close the div over here. H2, copy and paste it, so I can close this H2 tag and we'll write here login form in Django. Okay, and let us reload the page. So you can see here username, password and login. So when you click login, it has to log in, it has to check if the user exists in the database, he has to log in. So I'll just reduce this to column D6 for neat design so it looks clear. Yeah, this looks good. So now let us write the code for logging in for the user. In the views.py file in the login page, here we have to check first if the request method is post. So I'll give if request dot method is double equal to post. So we have to first fetch the data in the form given over there. So you'll write username equals to request dot post dot get the user name. Okay, this is the name which we had given in the input tag. I'll just show you. So where the login, it's here. So here we have given the name, so copy this name for the password and paste it here, copy and paste and replace it with password. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we have got the username and password. So here we are going to check. So we'll create a variable user equals to, you have a inbuilt function in Django that is authenticate to check the user exists or not. So first we'll import that. So give here from Django dot contrib dot auth import authenticate, it's called authenticate, and we'll be importing the login and logout along with it, login logout. Okay, so remember I told you not to use this because it's a reserved word in Django. Okay, so here we are going to check authenticate and request. So in the request here, request and username, we are checking this is the username is equal to this one. So let me change the name so it's not confusing, custom or login username and login password. So this is the request data which we are getting from the login form. So we are giving where username is equal to this and the password is equal to login password which the user is entering in the login form. Okay, we will be checking if user, that is this variable, is not none. I have to give login request comma user. Okay, then let us return and redirect, return redirect to home page. Okay, we'll set a message here telling logged in message dot success, first the request and then the message telling logged in successfully. Okay, save it and when you return to the home page to view the message, you have to add it over there. So URLs, so home page is views.home, so we'll go to that function, views.home, it's here, and that is the index.html. So let us go there, and here already we have written the code to view any session message which have flash message which we have set. Okay, so now let us go and try logging in. So we'll give username which we just created now and the password, and click login. So you can see, hey, logged in successfully. So if you want to see the user logged in username, you can just echo it here, or we'll use it in this navbar. Okay, so there's the navbar. Go to navbar and add a user, just a nav item here, list item, and remove this href. And here what you have to do is request dot user. Okay, and now we'll reload and you can see the logged in username over here. Okay, so to make it look little bold, let's use the h4 tag. Okay, use h4, copy, and we'll add a hey username. Okay, and here just give close h4, save, and now you can check the output, reload, and you can see this is the user. So when the user is logged in, the user should not be able to access the login or register page. Okay, because he's already logged in and this is not the right thing, so he should not be able to access this login page. So we have a option to redirect from there. Okay, open the views page and here is the login. So here we'll be using an if condition, just okay, if request dot user dot is authenticated. Okay, so we're gonna write that authenticated. Just will set a message here, messages dot info, throw in the request saying you are already logged in. Okay, and after setting the message, give return redirect to home page, and so I just have to add else here and indent this block, and okay, and colon over here, and everything is done. So now let us reload and check. Okay, just check, I think it's loading. Yeah, so it's loaded now. I'm already logged in, so let me go to the login page. It says you are already logged in. Same thing with the register page also, you have to just go and add that code in the register function. So the register function is here, paste the code, if else, and just indent this block, one tab space. Why is this giving error? Okay, indent problem. No, it's working. So let us check, reload register page, and it will just redirect back. Okay, I think it's loading, let me check. Yes, everything is fine here. Reload and go to the register page. You are already logged in. So if you want, you can just remove these options when the user is logged in. That's also possible. So I'll just show you. Go to the nav bar, and here you can use if else statement. Okay, give if the request dot user dot is authenticated. So just show him the username along with the logout option. Okay, so remove this and give logout in the href of logout. We'll create an URL like this, and now if the user is logged in, just add an else part here, else, and show him this. Okay, I have to remove this. We already pasted it above. Login and register, paste. Okay, so now let us create the logout URL. So here, copy and paste. So call it logout, copy, paste it, logout page, and logout. Okay, copy the views function name and just paste it here. Create a function logout page and say request logout function request. That's it, guys. They'll redirect to redirect to the home page. We'll just add a message over here, copy and paste. Let's say logged out successfully. Okay, so now we are ready to test. Reload. Let's check if there's any issues. No, it's running perfectly. So you have logout button, so it's in H4. I just remove that and make it a simple nav item. Okay, and reload. So you can see logout. Okay, so once logged out, you can just see the login and register button is available. Register and login. So this custom registration page we'll see in the next video, as this video is getting too long. So thank you for watching this video, guys. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you once again.